What's going on, YouTube family? Man, look, Instagram is going to be live in 3 minutes, y'all. But today is my birthday. Let's go. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Man, look, there's a word today. Godly mindset motivation is about to be on point. So stay tuned. Share this with everybody you know. We're going to talk about God, and then we're going to talk about securing the bag, man. I got some news for y'all, some heavy hitters, and man, wait till I tell you how I sway. I'll say more about that later. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Just stay tuned, y'all. We about to get it for that as well. So I'm live with you and I'm recording right here on YouTube. So glad you guys are here. Also in the CNC, man, I'm going to do something with you guys today. Man, I'm just loving a lot of things right now. So let me drop this in here. And then we're going to get right to it. God bless you. I see my mama on here. Mama, I thank you for having me 38 years ago. Thank you so much for the happy birthday wishes. I can't put badges because I don't have 10,000 followers yet, but y'all can help me with that. Hit that plane right there and share this live. Let's do it. Y'all can help me out. Help a brother out. Share this live. That's the birthday gift that you can give me, right? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think I got to share it everywhere I need to share it. All right, so good to see you guys. I'm recording again on for YouTube. So if y'all see me looking, just understand it's another camera right there. I love you, mama. At any rate, today, man, I got a word. I'm so excited, man. And this one was really cool. I found this so personal because it is a gift to see another year of life, right? It is a blessing just to wake up each and every day. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. But right now, let's just thank God together for this day, man. Not just because it's my birthday, but I'm just so thankful how good God is and how his word continues to just build us and strengthen us and give us the abundance mindset that we need to live here on earth, right? And to be happy and to have peace and to have joy. So I want to share with you guys Psalm 45. It says, my heart is overflowing with a good theme. I recite my composition concerning the king. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer. You are a fairer than the sons of men. Graces are poured upon your lips. Therefore, God has blessed you forever. Give your sword upon your thigh, O mighty one, with your glory and your majesty, and in your majesty ride prosperously because of truth, humility, and righteousness. And your right hand shall teach you awesome things. Your arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies. With your I got it. Okay. Your arrows are sharp in the heart of the king's enemies. The peoples fall under you. Your throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of your kingdom. Man, this world is so crazy, but when we are in the presence of God, when we are in the presence of God, man, some powerful things happen, right? And when we go through processes, right, and when we experience these setbacks that always typically lead to comebacks, right? And we realize that through all of that stuff, that it was nothing but God. We come out more humble. We come out with more power. We come out with a stronger mindset. We come out with endurance and the ability to stand anything, right? We could deal with short-term losses for the long-term gains. We could deal with people ridiculing us and criticizing us and trying to play God and judge you for whatever it is that you're doing. But guess what? God loves you as much as he loves me. He loves everybody. Even those that don't love him, don't love his son, he loves them anyway. And I just thank God that I'm here in a place to tell you how wonderful he is and that there is no way that I would have made it to chapter 38 today without the Lord being on my side, y'all. So I give him all the glory because each day is a gift. This is why we call it the present, right? I just have to share that love with you, right? So if I ask the question, who listened? I'm not just talking about the stock market. I'm talking about the love of God, man, because I'm listening right here. You see the shirt? I'm listening. So I want you guys to listen too and let God continue to bless you. Don't give up. Keep going, keep learning, keep growing, stay motivated, and keep God first. I tell you, you will not lose. And that is the word. That is the word, man. So we thank God for this opportunity to be before him today. So we're going to get right to it, man. And I'm going to tell y'all, I have entered an entirely new world. I'm still trading stocks, options, and crypto. But man, I found out about Sway. Oh my goodness, right? So what is Sway, right? Sway is a foreign exchange, Forex. I thought I would never, ever play this game. But y'all, I put money in there. I have 10 times the account already in less than 24 hours. It is so simple, applying the flawless trading system, the strap made easy to trading anything with a chart. So you guys can go in my bio. I have a huge discount. I'm going to extend the Black Friday sale until this Friday. I may take it out a little bit longer. You guys have to check this strategy out because I am not missing, okay, with stocks and options. If I decide to day trade, yes, it's called Sway. There's a link in my bio. And just sign up, go to YouTube, do your due diligence. But I'm going to tell you, this is one of the only accredited foreign exchanges that I know of besides Oanda, right? Very easy to use, easy to navigate. Like I said, I'm crushing it on it. So at any rate, I love Forex now. I've become addicted. And it's, if you're good at trading, if you're good at being able to identify the chart, which is what my courses teach you, you will win. Also, if you like this shirt, you can go to the link in my bio, get you one. The back is pretty dope too. Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all order one of those. Show some support to your guy on my birthday. So let's talk about stocks, y'all. So like I said, I am going to be doing this on YouTube as well. So if you see me kind of looking here, I got the computer screen to my, well, I got screens. There's about 3 or 4 of them in here. So I'll be sharing the screen. And in fact, I don't want anybody to leave alive. So I'll just drop the recording for everybody. But I am going to be sharing my screen on several things that I'm looking at today on YouTube. So go check out the recording if you can't stay for the entire duration of this live. So I want to first start talking about Tesla. All right, so Tesla, they are going to be releasing that Cybertruck this week, like literally Thursday. We're going to start seeing some really crazy stuff happen on Tesla. So you always want to buy the rumor and sell on the news, right? That's not financial advice. I cannot tell you what to buy or sell, but I'm liking what I'm seeing right now, getting up to the date that Tesla makes this huge announcement. So right now, just looking at Tesla, it's sitting at 245. I got to give a shout out to my boy Joe Smooth on Instagram. Y'all make sure you go follow him. He makes shirts too, yo. Go holler at him because he is good at what he does. But he said today, he said Tesla's going to 245 before the end of the day. Tesla is at 245.45 right now. And I bet that Tesla will be at 250 by Friday with more momentum from this Cybertruck announcement. So there are a couple ways you can play Tesla. I know you're probably looking at it. Tesla's $245 a share. I can't afford that. Yes, you can, guys. There are multiple ways to invest on the stock market. Okay, so I'm not picking one brokerage over the next, right? But you have Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade's gone, Schwab, Moomoo, SoFi, all these different brokerages that you could trade from, and you could buy fractional shares, right? That is not even a whole share of Tesla. And as the price moves up, just like with Bitcoin and anything else, so does the volume of your fractional share. So you don't have to go and buy options and be extreme like me and my team, but we're going to secure the bag. So I like Tesla calls. I can see it getting to 250, especially if this momentum continues, because Tesla does not respond to market conditions. Again, Tesla does not respond to market conditions. So Tesla calls look phenomenal. All right, and another way you can play Tesla, if you don't want to do the fractional shares and you want to give it a little bit of risk and want to have more of a hedge, they have something called bull ETFs, right? So one of them that I like is TSLL. All right, and that's like for the longs, like long would be if you were buying a call option. So that's to the upside, right? So TSLL pump for me. I think it's like it's $14 now. $14.60 a share. I think I got in like right at 13 bucks, a little above it, but it is running. And as Tesla moves up, so does TSLL. Now, the inverse of that is if Tesla goes down, you got TSLS, right? And then you got TSLQ. So if it goes bearish, you can look at those positions instead of buying a put option. You can buy calls on those and still secure the bag. So there's multiple ways that you can invest in Tesla, and Google's your friend, right? You can look at ETFs for Tesla and find a couple other ones, but those are the ones that I like. So I like TSLL if Tesla's bullish and going up. And if Tesla's bearish, I like TSLQ or TSLS, right? So there are multiple ways that you can play this game with Tesla. Or you could just buy Tesla, which is not bad either, right? So Tesla is looking wonderful. All right, I also wanted to talk about the biggest elephant in the room, right? So back in July, my guy, Rob Perez, he was like, bro, have you seen CleanSpark? I said, yeah, I heard of it. You know, it moves with Bitcoin. He said, dude, this is going to be one that does what Riot did in 2021. I said, really? So, man, I did my due diligence on CleanSpark, and what they did is they bought more of those alt miners. But CleanSpark is positioned right now to do some very crazy things. Now, it's very risky at this moment. It's at $6.29. We're approaching some heavy resistance at $6.31. I'm looking at the chart right now. But CleanSpark has earnings tomorrow, right? And we have crushed it in the Chestnut Checkers group since July 2023 on CleanSpark, options and shares. And guess what? If it pulls back, guess what? I'm just going to buy more because we're going to position ourselves long-term because CleanSpark is going to be the one. Right behind that, I got to give it up to Riot because Riot is in the same mix. But I'm going heavy on CleanSpark. Like I said, I believe that this is the one, baby. You know what I'm saying? So CleanSpark, my price target ultimately on is around $75 to $80 per share. Yes, you heard right. $75 to $80 per share by January 2026. It is going to respond after the Bitcoin halving. Expect there to be some pullback on CleanSpark, okay? If Bitcoin starts to pull back or if they have negative earnings tomorrow, which is kind of likely, they may have some really solid guidance, which is also good for earnings. But I think that this is going to be the one that rips. Now, I will tell you, I practice risk management personally today and took a little bit off the table, right? This is what risk management is. Yes, I was up 80-something% on a position from July. I still have more time and I still left some money on the table. But at this point, I'm playing with house money. So everything that's there, I've already took my gains. I took what I put in with a little bit more and left a little bit of house money to play with. And that is how I practice risk management. And I'm just going to wait and see what happens after tomorrow. I'm also holding 100 shares and I did a cover call just in case for the pullback, right? So I'm expecting that pullback to happen. Then I'll get out of my cover call, load up on some more shares and call it a day, right? This is how we play the game, and this is how we're going to win. So CleanSpark is going to be the one. Now, also, I took a look at Home Depot, right? Home Depot. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's my dad calling me. Mama, if you're still here, tell Dad I'm live. Mama, if you're still here, tell Dad I'm live right now. CleanSpark just broke 631 right now. Okay, I should be on Do Not Disturb. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting phone calls. Can you hear me okay? So, as I was getting ready to say, Home Depot, Home Depot is has been on a tear today. Let's see where it is right now. All right, so Home Depot, I've actually taken a bearish position on Home Depot. I bought some puts. I told the CNC about it. It was headed to 315 today. It said $312.84 right now. Now, what literally has happened with Home Depot, I always see it take off and then it drops, then it takes off again. So I'm going to swing a very risky put option on Home Depot for this Friday. I think it's more wise to give it a little bit more time to the downside if you plan to do a put option, because what I'm doing is extremely high risk. But if there's no risk, there's no reward. So I'm looking at Home Depot to the downside. And right now it's trading right above the VWAP on the 1 minute time frame. But when I zoom out, I'm gonna look at the 8 hour, because I don't plan on holding this past maybe tomorrow. It's gonna probably drop. And I'm thinking it's gonna go to at least, I'll say about 311, 310 to 311. Could go lower than that. But it's going to go back and just test that 10-day exponential moving average on the 1 day time frame. So I'll be looking at that very closely to the downside. But again, practice risk management. Give yourself a little bit more time. Okay. Somebody also mentioned healthcare is looking weak right now. I'll talk about that when we get to the Q&A for you guys. All right. So moving right along. Now, everything's been so bullish that I think that we're overdue for a correction on the market. All right. So I did something else today. Now we love Palantir, right? Palantir is going to be one of the top AI companies out there. All right. I think Microsoft is up there. I think Apple's going to be there. I think C3 AI may be there, but Palantir, they're into some top secret CIA James Bond type stuff. Okay. Palantir is going to like lead the way when it comes to AI. So I'm bullish on them long term, but I'm expecting them to pull back. So I'm looking at those $20 put options on Palantir. Short term, I think it's going to end up breaking and going back over that to maybe hitting $25, $30 sometime in 2024. But the market needs a correction. It needs a correction. So I'm kind of short-term bearish on Palantir and long-term bullish. So do what you must on that. But that's what I'm looking at. Now, there's another AI company that Tall Guy Tycoon mentioned probably like a month and a half, 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. Kathy Wood also talked about this company. Yeah, I said James Bond. At any rate, UiPath, right? UiPath, ticker PATH, right? This one is sitting at, let's see. Oh, Palantir is at 1964. My target was 1919 before it rejected. It's starting to pull back as we speak right now. But I think that UiPath is also a pretty neat company as far as AI is concerned. Also with, technology for video games and whatnot. Ticker's PATH. It's at 1892. I had a price target of like $19 on this. I think when I first started looking, it was like 17. So I had a price target of like $19 on this ticker. I think it will continue to go up. So I did buy some positions, some short-term positions to the upside on UiPath, ticker PATH. And I do believe that this one will do well. Now, this is also very risky because they have earnings in 2 days. I would love to manifest seeing them beat earnings, okay? This would be wonderful for us, right? UiPath is on the list, and I think you should take a look at it. It is listed as a strong buy, but we got so much tech that is going to happen between today and tomorrow that the market is about to get very, very funny, all right? I'll look at those Salesforce and all those earnings for you guys when we get to the Q&A, so I appreciate your patience on that. I got a lot to cover. All right, the next one I want to mention is NEM. NEM. This is a play on gold, right? What do you mean not again? All right, so this is a play on gold, ticker NEM. Can you guys hear me? I see Queen SJ with the not again, so I have no idea what she's talking about. Okay, good. All right, NEM. This is a play on gold. Oh, he's talking about the market. Okay, Miss Let's Go. I got you. All right, NEM is a play on gold. You talk about GDX, you talk about XAU. So if you trade Forex, it'll be XAU USD. That's what you want to trade if you're looking at gold. I crushed it today like 3 or 4 times on gold, and I cannot stay away from it because the momentum was so strong. So I'm watching gold. I'm very bullish on it. I think that as we get to more discussions about inflation, the economy, or even the value of gold long term, of it actually being a form of exchange, gold will get even more bullish than it's already been. All right, so I've been accumulating hard physical gold, but you could also trade it on the market, right? Now, there's not a crypto backed by gold. So all of that is a scam, right? Don't trust that. be careful with that. But I'll tell you, as far as stocks and options, it's a game changer, even with Forex, right? You could be a master of all things or a master of nothing is what I told the CNC. So I'm looking at every aspect. We have to diversify our mindset and our income, right? Also, SoFi, man, look, I bought some SoFi calls out to late 2025 because I believe within the next 3 months, we're going to see SoFi do something crazy, right? As far as price action is concerned, it's an undervalued company. We saw it hit $20 back at the end of 2021. No, actually end of 2022. And I'm telling you, I think it's going to do it again. I think it's going to go past that, especially when they make additional enhancements to their trading app. Also, when these interest rates are lowered for mortgages, people are going to start buying houses again, right? The housing market will also start looking better. So I think that SoFi is going to make some waves, right? So I'm positioning myself, like I said, January 2025, I think it's going to take off. Shares are super cheap right now. This may be another one where I grab 100 shares or more because SoFi is a solid company. Now, there's one more ticker, just one, maybe two, that I want to mention, right? One of them I've talked about before, right? MicroStrategy. And the other, of course, Coinbase. Now, I said it last night in the comments on Tall Guy Tycoons Live, right? That Coinbase, y'all write this down, on November 28, 2023, Mark Rogers 1906, said Coinbase will be at least $190 a share by the beginning or middle of February 2024. It is going to respond almost immediately to the price action of Bitcoin. All right. They're also constantly enhancing their app. They're also working. Yeah, I'm up pretty good on Coinbase right now as well. So it's still cheap. So let me see where it is right now. I mean, even if you have one share or a fractional share of coin, I think that this is going to treat you very nicely in the future, right? We know that crypto and blockchain technology is not going anywhere. Okay, Coinbase is going to be on the front lines when it comes to crypto, right? You also got MicroStrategies, and now with this whole situation with Binance, we saw what happened with FTX. They are creating extreme fear for people that don't like crypto or don't trust it or think that it's a scam or whatever. First of all, never give your money to anybody to buy crypto for you, right? You can do this yourself. All right. So if you're talking about stocks, right, I buy those on my brokerages, SoFi, Robinhood, Moomoo, Webull, and Schwab now. Okay. But if you want to buy or crypto, you can use Coinbase, you can use Uphold, you can use Binance. I don't use it. You can use crypto.com. There are many different exchanges that you can use, right? But for Forex, I love Sway. Right? and that's it. I'm not using anything with MT4, MT5 because they are not regulated, and I ain't messing with that. All right, so that was the last stock that I wanted to cover. And because the stock is related to cryptocurrency, let's go ahead and move in that direction. Oh, but Coinbase is at 127.66 right now. 127.66. It was just at $114 last week. So y'all, it is not playing around, and neither am I. This thing is about to change lives, just like CleanSpark, just like the CNC. So if you're in the CNC, do me a favor before I get to talking about crypto, drop some money bags in the chat. If you would like to join the CNC, I want you to do me a favor and text CNC to 89603. And right now there is a deal, a Black Friday deal, I believe. I don't know if it's still going on, but you can join. I don't own the CNC. It's owned by Armando Pantoja. I am just an analyst, so all I do is make plays and help people make money and teach them the game. So if you want to learn the game, come on, join me and my friends that are dropping these money bags in the chat. I'm trying to pin the message. There we go. That are dropping these money bags in the chat, because we are changing lives and preparing you to where you can go and duplicate what you know for your children, your friends, your family, right? My 13-year-old and 12-year-old, well, he turns 12 in 2 weeks. My sons know how to do this stuff, right? So I'm telling you, it's a game changer. So shout out to the Chestnut Checkers Discord community. We've got everything in there now. We got real estate. We've got life insurance or insurance brokers. We've got health and fitness channel. We've got stocks. We've got options. We got crypto specific channels for certain ones, right? And now we got a Forex channel. And like I said, we've been crushing it on Forex. Bitcoin has been tripping, right? We want to see it keep moving. I think we hit 38 today. Let's see where it is right now. I'm pulling it up. I got so many charts open right now. My computer's moving slow. Let me close my Discord for a second. Let's see. All right, cool. All right. So Bitcoin is at $38,112 right now. All right. And we are in a dominant uptrend right now. If you go to the all-time setup on Bitcoin, we formed a buy signal on the relative strength index, on the strat, on the truth, on the secret sauce back in May of 2023. And this is only the beginning, y'all. Bitcoin is going to pump, right? And I don't know, I have speculation of what the government may or may not do, but I'm not gonna bug you guys with conspiracy theories, but I do believe that Bitcoin is going to go to at least 100 to 120,000. And I'm talking about after the halving. And this will be the last opportunity for your fractional position of Bitcoin to be beneficial to you, okay? So I'd rather be in the plane before takeoff than not be on the plane while it's on the ground, because we're still technically on the ground with Bitcoin. And at some point, I believe once we get over 40,000, we're going to go to at least 48,000 on Bitcoin, right? And then it's going to pull back. It's going to pull back. It's going to drop about 14% and get right back to 38, 39,000. Then it's going to take off again. Big, huge, what they call God candle is going to show up right there at the halving. So are you going to be on the plane? Or are you going to be sitting at the airport? Because I'm telling you, this thing's getting ready to take off, and it's going to change the game. The way we see financial markets, the way we see money, it is going to, it's going to just take everything and mix it all up into a nice bowl of gumbo, right? Including a few other ones, right? So these are the other cryptos that I like. Now, I'm going to give you the top ones first, and then I'm going to tell you what I've been buying, okay? I like Ethereum, right? I've been loading up secretly on Ethereum because I'm just getting a little bit here and there because I'm just preparing for that pullback, okay? Also, XRP, right? XRP is sitting at like 61 cents. We dropped down to like 58 cents a couple of days ago. I think it's going to go back to 71 cents in the next couple of weeks as we get closer to December, maybe by December the 4th, like next week, we'll probably get back to 71 cents. And then by the end of the year, I'm thinking maybe $1 to $2 or even $3 if the SEC takes the knee off the neck, right? But those are really like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I forgot to say Solana, didn't I? XRP and also Solana. All right, so Solana, they got mixed up in that whole scandal last week, right? They dropped down to $55. I think they're back at 58 right now. I think it's being somewhat suppressed, and the volume has slightly decreased, which is why it hasn't been moving that much. But I'm still in it, still bullish on it. Just going to give it a little time because, like I said, going closer to that Bitcoin halving, we're going to see a lot of these altcoins start to move with it. So here are a few things I've been buying, okay? One of them was a YOLO play, right, that Armando mentioned on Sunday, which was Render, USD, right? Render, I don't know how to say it. But at any rate, I bought some of that. I bought some TON, T-O-N, Fetch AI, Bonk, B-O-N-K, which is on the Solana network, and GRT, Grit, right? That is also performing quite well in my portfolio. So let me do a quick recap for you guys. All right. Then I'll get to some questions and answers, right? So talked about Tesla, talked about TSLL, talked about TSLQ. Those are different ways we could play Tesla, right? Also talked about TSLS, all right? Talked about CleanSpark. I mentioned Riot just a little bit. Talked about Home Depot and my plan on that. Palantir, PLTR. Talked about UiPath, ticker PATH. Talked about NEM and gold, right? I talked about SoFi and I talked about Coinbase. Those are the stocks. Crypto, I mentioned Bitcoin, I mentioned XRP, Ethereum, Solana, all right? Then I mentioned Ton, Fetch AI, Render, Bonk, and Grid, right? Of course, I do like HBAR and XLM. I still got those, holding those in my cold storage wallet. The tickers, if you want to look them up, TON, FET, SOL, RNDR, XRP, BONK, and GRT, right? I'll make sure that those are in the body of the YouTube that I do always put out every week, right? I usually do that a day later. So at any rate, I thank God that you guys are here, and I want to get to some questions and answers. So if there are any tickers that you want to look at, I'll look at a few of those for you. Once again, look, y'all need to go get this shirt. If you like this hoodie I got on right now, check this out, man. This is not a hoodie I'm wearing. This is a hoodie in my hand. So they say, who listen? Armando loves to ask this question. Me? I listen. All right. And then look at the back, right? So yeah, make sure y'all go cop that. Show your boys some support. So I see a question. How do y'all feel about Quant? So I love Quant. I'm also holding that in my cold storage wallet. I got a lot of that. I think that because that is like a oracle, not an oracle, but yeah, it is an oracle because everything flows through it. Quant is also going to explode with ISO 20022 global adoption, right? I think that Quant is undervalued. It should be performing much better than where it is right now. Let's get it pulled up on my chart. We'll see if we can give you some levels on it. Maybe I should just close some stuff. I'm also running Forex on another screen too, so it's taking a minute. So yeah, Quant is sitting at, come on now. I know where it went before. It was at like 242 once before. So I think QNT is definitely going to move. Golly, computer, I'm tripping. So it's at $99.93. It's tested $112 recently in the past 2 months. I think that we're definitely going to exceed that, especially after the Bitcoin halving. Quant is going to perform very well. I also think another sleeper one is Constellation Network. That's DAG. It was like 3 cents when I started looking at it. I even did a YouTube video about it, but I think that's another one that's going to do very well. Bonk is on the Solana network. I recommend that you go to www.coinmarketcap.com. You can go on there, type the ticker in. It tells you what the functionality of Bonk is. It's kind of like the Dogecoin of Solana, right? But Bonk it's outperforming and it's easy money, right? We look at the trend and we trade that trend. All right, now somebody asked a really cool question, and I'm very glad that you did. You asked about PayPal, ticker PYPL. I talked about PayPal with the CNC on Sunday in the Strategy Sunday after party. I said, guys, the PE ratio on PayPal is right at 16. It is in a buying position. So if you got in on Sunday in the CNC, congratulations to you, because we're testing resistance now. It was at like $55, I believe, like right at 55 or 54, 53.81 to be exact. Actually, no, I take that back. Yeah, it was at $54.07. Currently, it's at $58.25. I said on Sunday it's going to $59.25. We break $59.25. We're going to $64 per share on PayPal. But these share prices are extremely cheap. It's up 3% on the day. This is one I like long term as well. They don't pay dividends. But my end of the year price target is around $75 on PayPal. I think it's going to rip, and I think if you position yourself right with enough time, you'll be able to reap the harvest of that, because at one point PayPal was really up there, and I think it's going to get back. They have exposure to cryptocurrency, so as we see Bitcoin move, guess what? They're going to benefit from that too, because all of the banks are buying a Bitcoin, all of them. All right, so somebody asked about LAC. This is a lithium mining company. I think I got a lotto on LAC. Now, if more EV demand comes up, right, or we see another craze or hype about electronic vehicles, LAC is going to print. When I say print, I mean pay you well. Now, that's not financial advice, but the more time that you give yourself, the merrier. If we're looking at January, it's very risky, and the reward may be very slim because it's going to be cold. You have to think about the miners. And we know that there's also a lithium company, I believe, in Argentina that is somewhat competitive with them, and I think they go under the ticker LAAC. So that's going to make the market a little bit more competitive. And we have a pro-Bitcoin president down there now. So as a result, it's going to make things a little bit tighter. So LAC is at $6.47. You may be safer with shares on that. That's not financial advice. I would just be kind of cautious about any out of the money options on it. Again, I have a lotto one, and I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and take a loss on it if I can get out of it, because it's completely bearish on the time frame continuity. I don't know when they have earnings again, but this electronic vehicle push that we once had in our government has hit a speed bump, and it's going to kind of slow things down. So we need that demand to pick up for EVs, and then we'll see LAC make a move. I do have some small concerns about EVs since I'm on that subject matter. I really need to know what somebody drop in the comments, tell me what Tesla's price is. But at any rate, I think that EVs are going to be, even though some of them are affordable, I think it's going to cause an issue for a lot of people simply because the batteries are expensive. They're like, depending on the vehicle, I know just for a Chevy Bolt, it's like $587. And for a Tesla, it's probably going to run at least $3,000. So, like I said, I'm extremely cautious about EVs. I think I'm going to stick to my gas guzzlers and call it a day. Let's see. I'm looking at Tesla right now. All right, so Tesla's at 245.10. We want to stay above 245. All right, let's see what else we got here. Too many screens to watch. Crying Jordan Mark. Nice, Rob. Game. All right, appreciate that. Hey, Mark, what do you think about Illumina? Illumina. All right, I love when people ask me about stuff I don't know. Let's look. Illumina. So I got my iPad here too. So if it starts computer tripping, I'm still making moves. All right, Illumina, that's ticker ILMN. Okay, so looking at the 1-day time frame, it is still quite bearish. It's sitting right at support right now at $96.24. Let's see what this company does here. Again, I don't know anything about this company. Jesus, what's the button? Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the button is on here. All right, so here we go. Right now, it looks like it does have, like I said, some heavy support. We needed to fill this gap up at like 105, 106.90. If it gets back to 106.90, we start testing that 20-day EMA. And then it's going to have resistance at 115. But we can't get bullish on Illumina until it's back at 166.77. So this is kind of like a low performance stock right now. It does have a sell signal with $136 price target by the end of the year. By next year, they're forecasting this to be well into the 200s. So I'm going to take a little bit more look into this because they do engage in manufacturing and marketing of life science tools and integrated systems for large scale analysis of genetic variation and function, and operates through Core Illumina, which is for clinical research and market fields. So this looks like a nice little tech company as well. It's a buy long term, and they saying the price could increase by $50 above 136, so about 186 into 2024. All right. Appreciate that, Rob. Appreciate that, man. Much love to you as well. Good day, bro. Truly appreciate you. How do you get the MWD on TradingView? I listen to the course, but can't seem to catch it because it's already active on your screen in the course. Thanks. So I actually highlighted that in the presentation, exactly what the app, what the indicator is. So go back, look at the strat made simple. It's in the PowerPoint. It's also in that class. So you can just look at the PowerPoint. I literally tell you what to go to, and you can get the monthly, weekly, and daily time frame continuity on your chart. All right. So, hey, she's sweet. How you doing? So Caspa, I have a little bit of Caspa. I think it's just an altcoin moving with Bitcoin momentum right now. As they get listed on additional exchanges, that does also help the price. When it was introduced to Uphold, it was only 2 cents. I think it's at 13 or 14 cents right now. Let's see where it is. KSUSD. All right, so right now it's at 13 cents. We've tested 14 cents a couple times on Caspa. I'm looking at it possibly pulling back a little bit short term because it is overbought. We need a small correction. It's going to move with Bitcoin price action. So if Bitcoin keeps moving, I think it's probably going to keep being overbought. But we're seeing a small pullback right now. And this is just a correction, but we got a lot more upside on Caspa. Possibly eventually by next year, it'll be at $1, $2 per coin. Okay. All right. Snowflake. All right. Now we get into the juicy earnings. All right. Snowflake. SNOW. All right. Snow is currently at 170.89. It does have bullish setup right now, but the volatility and implied volatility is going to be ridiculous on Snowflake. Again, it's very risky playing earnings. I like to play it up until the date of earnings. I think it's going to probably start trading sideways, which means consolidated. And it'll probably sit around between 168 and 170 until earnings are reported. Now, once earnings are reported and they beat and the guidance is good, Snowflake may be at $200. Now, if the guidance is somewhat shaky and anything similar to what NVIDIA said, I hate to tell you this, Snowflake will be right back below $160. So we just need to kind of see what happens with earnings, in my opinion. If you want to take the risk, I say shoot for it, Chewy, because it is a good company, just like Salesforce, ticker CRM, and Marvell. But we see the volatility is ridiculous right now on these companies because they have earnings coming up. All right. So just be very careful with Snow. All right. I'm up on your option play with CleanSpark. Let's go, Nonstop Luxury. Man, everybody should be up on that one. We crushed that one. Starbucks. So last week when I looked at Starbucks, it was looking real bearish. It was terribly bearish. So let's see where it is right now. Okay, so Starbucks, yep, it did exactly what I said it was going to do. It was going to come back down. It's sitting at 101.18. Our next downside target is actually $99 on Starbucks. I think it's going to keep going down until the middle or beginning of December, and then it's going to bounce back up, maybe get back to 106, and that's probably where it's going to close by the end of the year. All right. So that's my take on Starbucks. All right, 245 on Tesla. Let's go. Google. All right. So Google is sitting at 136.62. Once again, we need to see this AI bubble burst. All right. On the 1-day time frame, if y'all don't know if y'all can see my chart, because you see the little ring light in there. We got a lot of resistance right now, like around 138. I was hoping that we would break that 138 last week, and I don't see it getting there right now. It's actually going to probably pull back because once again, the market is set for a correction. So we'll kind of pull back on Google, and it'll probably take off again into early next week, and then probably retest 136 to 138. It's going to move very slow because there's a lot of volume on Google. People are flocking to AI, and they're ones that are going to be able to take advantage of it, just like Microsoft. Okay. So that's my take on Google. Yeah, we going to 250 on Tesla, Rob. I agree. Apple, Bay. All right, let's talk about Apple. Let's see. Apple did touch 190. It fell down to 188 yesterday. I thought it was going to keep dropping. It's overbought, and it's also due for a correction. But it's been sitting at the support between 188 and 189.95, like for the past like couple of days. So what happens here is critical. I do have a bullish indicator on the strat right now with it going up, but everything else looks bearish when I look at the truth, when I look at the secret sauce on the 1-day time frame. Now, as we get into 2024, Apple will be over $200, and their market cap will continue to increase to well over $3 trillion. All right. So great company. I do think it's a strong buy for long-term investments. Short-term, it's extremely risky. What's this little question thing here? Okay, I see it. What's your entry price on Riot King? So, like I said, I'm more heavy on CleanSpark. I'm actually not playing Riot right now. A couple of my friends are. Let's see. I'll tell you what they did since they text me. Shout out to Mr. Fallback. He's in a Riot $10.50 call right now. He got in at 155. It expires December 29th. He's up 65% on it. So Riot is at $12.53 right now. So great gains on that play, AJ. Super proud of you, man. You've been crushing it. But I do think, once again, by the time the Bitcoin halving happens and after it, Riot is going to go parabolic, $80, $85 by the end of January 2025. All right, easy money. Easy money. Okay. All right, and let's see, Mark, check out Mullen. All right, we got to get ready to close up shop here in just a minute, guys. Mullen, I see it as a penny stock. Don't like it that much. Let's see. It's at 16 cents, right? So what are they making? Will the company make it past where it is now? Are they going to have to file for bankruptcy? This is what I would be thinking about as far as Mullen is concerned. What are they producing? Right now, I don't like the company for anything, not calls, not puts, not even shares. I think everything that they have is a dead cat bounce. So I'm staying away from it. I think it's trash. All right, that's my opinion. I know it's pretty straight and raw, but I got to be authentic and keep it real. I don't like that company. All right, ASPN. All right. Okay, wow. So this has a bullish time frame continuity. Ticker ASPN, that's Aspen Aerogels Incorporated. But it's going to dip relatively soon. It's going to start rejecting here at $11. It's already starting to pull back at 10.89. Everything is showing a sell signal is getting ready to form, and it's about to correct. So it's going to have some short-term bearish activity on it. But ultimately, long-term, I think it may be okay. I'm trying to stay away from the pharmaceuticals right now. I wouldn't be buying it personally, but if you decide to do that, then go for it. Now, I do like this question because a lot of people don't trade options. So I do want to answer this question, and then I want to go to God in prayer. Is it better to buy the stock or options for CleanSpark? All right, so again, in the Chestnut Checkers or even on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, none of us are financial advisors. We can't tell you what to buy or sell. What I can tell you is what I did, right? Because it's all for educational purposes. So if you can't afford or don't want to buy an option and deal with the risk of the time decay, the money that you lose every day for having that option open before the expiration date, then it may be safer for one to just buy shares, right? They're very inexpensive. But at this moment, like I said, earnings are tomorrow afternoon. So you're going to have a lot of implied volatility that goes with CleanSpark. So its shares are safe. You can deal with the short-term dip and buy more by doing what's called dollar cost averaging. You could also dollar cost average with an option, because one option contract is worth 100 shares. So like if your option gets in the money, you can exercise that option, which means they turn around and give you 100 shares at that price. So just something to think about if you decide to do just shares only with stock, or if you decide to do options. So y'all, those are all the tickers I'm going to cover today with you guys. I appreciate the questions. Somebody asked about BITF. Everything is running with Bitcoin. All these mining companies are running with Bitcoin price action right now. We talked about Google, talked about CleanSpark. I'm just scrolling through the chat so I can get here. Now, the shares, depending on how many shares you have, right, they will move better than the options depending on how many shares you have. So if you have 1,000 shares, they're going to outperform an option, right? Because again, an option is only 100 shares, okay? So it just depends on the volume of shares that you have, okay? BITF, same thing. So that being said, once again, thank you guys so much from the bottom and top of my heart for the birthday wishes. Huge shout out to my wife who made things special for me. I love you, First Lady. And huge shout out to my mother and my children. Thank God for you guys so much. And last but not least, shout out to the CNC and Tall Guy Tycoon. I love you guys so much. Thank you for allowing me to use one of the gifts that God gave me to share the gospel and also teach you guys how to secure the bag so you can bless other people. So that being said, let us go to God in prayer and get back to trading. All right. So dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this day, God. We thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for your word. God, we thank you for the people that you have put along our path. God, we pray that you allow us to keep an abundant mindset, to not get greedy, to not love money more than we love you, God. God, we understand that what you give us is not just for us, but it's for someone else. So Lord, just bless our mindset, bless our wisdom with what you give us, God. And God, we pray that you touch our finances in every way, bless our relationships, and God, let us live our lives with your provision and protection, God. Order our steps, God. Help us to understand that we are not the same we were yesterday as we are today, and we continue to evolve the closer that we get to you. So God, we just ask that you make us, mold us, shape us, and hide us behind Calvary's cross. So everywhere we go, people see you before they see us. So Lord, we thank you for this day. Bless each and every man, woman, boy, girl on this live, and let us continue to put you first. In Jesus' name I do pray. I love you, God. I thank you. Amen. Hey, y'all, I appreciate you guys. Again, go cop the shirt. Click the link in my bio. Get the discount on my courses right now with the discount code BLK Friday. Man, and I'm telling you that everything bundle is awesome because that's lifetime access, right? And last but not least, drink water. Drink water, all right? So till next time, peace and God bless you. I'll see you guys in the CNC, and I'll also see you all back here on Tuesday on Instagram live. All right, peace. All right, guys. Well, you're behind the scenes once again. You saw me take the phone down. You see all of that. I wish I could look at you and YouTube you and Instagram at the same time. And you saw my computer was tripping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this session for just a minute. I'm going to bring the CNC in here and let you guys get a glimpse of what we do in the background. All right. So I'll see you guys shortly. I'm recording this. I'm gonna put this on my YouTube channel. So if you're not
Right.
talking,
Hey, first off, we got to sing happy birthday.
oh no, bro.
Everybody, ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy
birthday
to
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Woo! Appreciate it.
Hey, the
I'll have-
GOAT,
I'll blow
Frank
my
Jordan.
I like that hat, man. Hey, so yeah, I am going to be recording this. I'm gonna put this on my YouTube channel. Let everybody see a glimpse of the CNC. So if you guys got questions, anything you want to trade, let's make some money.
Meta. I just jumped into a Meta call.
You looking at Meta?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we're gonna go to the chart here.
I have a price target of 338, but I got into 342 calls.
Market been tripping today, man.
I know.
Crazy trading session today.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Meta. So this is it for those of you that are new to the CNC. Like when we trade and when we look, before I look at anything, before I do anything, I'm gonna look at the chart. I want to see the full setup. I want to know what's going on. And I'm pretty sure Rob's signal is gonna be on point as far as money is concerned. Computer been moving so slow, man.
Dude, you got my Wi-Fi, bro.
You said what?
I said, you got my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is terrible. Those that have been on a phone call with me, y'all know.
Yeah, your phone does drop. So
Ooh,
Meta's at 337. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's loading really slow. Maybe I should just close some of this stuff. Let me go ahead and take my profits on this Forex trade, and then I'll close that.
What's up, Natasha? I see you driving. What's up?
Yeah, everybody gonna get on. Close my position here.
Let me go back in there and let me
Y'all here right there. Those are gains. All right, so Meta. Are you day trading this, Rob? You're looking at 12-1, aren't you?
I am, but I might swing it. I'm gonna see if I get enough gains. Let me see if I'm up. Let me see how the contract's going right now.
That one day has 2 down on it, and we're right below the 10-day EMA, but that last candle is right above the VWAP, and I think it's getting ready to move on that. It's up 72% on the day, but I'm gonna tell you, tech right now, I'm kind of reluctant to get in any play on tech to the upside because of earnings today, right?
Yeah.
Why is this thing moving so daggone slow?
Hey, so I'm doing a YOLO call for snow as well.
What you doing on that?
All right, I'm gonna share it with your group. 210 call for 12.8. Average contracts are 40 cents. So it's a small little thing with a tremendous amount of upside. Snow, if it beats earnings, guys, it's gonna rip.
Let me look at that. It's 210. That implied volatility though is ridiculous. Snowflake, 210 call, 12.8. Out of the money.
Well, out of the money right now. Pops. If it pops, we'll sell it at the beginning of the morning.
Oh boy. I think I want to straddle it.
Go for it.
Let me see. I like that play though. I like 12.8 as well. I'm gonna buy the 195 call.
Ooh, more in the money, dude. You'll be in the money. I'm just going cheaper. I'm giving everybody a small lotto play for $40, guys. It's a YOLO call. So don't get mad at me if it doesn't work out in your favor.
Yeah. So I'm gonna the play.
Not financial advice, by the way.
Yeah, none of this is financial advice, anybody. So I'm gonna do a strangle on it, right? So I'm gonna do the 195 calls expiring 12.8, and I'm gonna do also buy to open the $152.50 puts. So it's gonna cost me about $314, but my profit will be good on either side. So if it goes below 149 or at 149, I'll start making money. And if it goes above 198 because of the gap, then I'll really start making a lot of money. So I'm going to place that order right now while I'm with you guys and swing that as well, because I mean that could be a great play.
Yeah, it could be, dude. We did it with Palantir. We did it. Which one was the other one that we played an earnings one, and it was like a small lotto that like 6x. It was crazy. It was like
I almost
remember we YOLO'd that one, and it was like a three. It was like, man, it went up like crazy.
let me see real quick what the whales are doing on Snowflake, because that's gonna give us a lot of insight too. Why not just type the ticker in?
Come on, Meta's so volatile, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from it. That's probably why my computer moving so slow. And if I close Discord, it'll probably work even better. Let's see.
So those snow calls are already up 10%. So they're already at 44 cents. So just giving everybody some game right there. XLF.
But let me just go and just buy. I'm just gonna buy the call outright. My order didn't fill, so screw it.
Dude, how about Riot, man? Jeez, how about all of the miners right now? Woo!
Crazy.
Killing it, man. Killing it. Hold on.
Crazy.
So have y'all noticed how CleanSpark is like just like killing all the other miners except for Bitfarms today, guys? So I mean, the reason why Bitfarms is moving a lot today is because they had a very big upgrade. Hut is up 8%, but look at CleanSpark, dude, 13.6%. Hut is up 8%. Riot is up 7%. MicroStrategy 3%. And hold on here. Sorry.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. Do you see how it's like double over everything? Like that everything is like all the other miners. I mean, do you think that they're like barely catching up? Hive's up 7%. But look, hold on here.
Hey, do you want? I'm gonna give you permission to share if you want to share your screen.
No. It's cool. It's cool.
Dude, my chart is freaking tripping.
Dude, so yeah, Meta just bounced off the previous day high on the 15.
Somebody got a question? Elmer, you got a question? You unmuted, my friend. All right, so let's see here. Dude, I'm just gonna close Chrome because it's tripping. All right, let's see what's in the chat right now. Money bags.
Come on, Meta. Don't be doing me like that.
So I placed the order on Snowflake, guys. 195 calls for 12.8. Average cost was $1.58. It's not financial advice. It's going to be high risk because they do have earnings. I don't like to signal earnings plays.
Yeah.
I had a whole nother window full of things open. That's why this thing tripping.
Bro, my Home Depot contracts were at 29 cents and went all the way to $1.01. I would have lost like if I had.
There we go. Go ahead, bro.
No, go for it. Was Elmer gonna ask a question?
No, I just muted him. I can't see him. He's got his camera on, but he ain't saying nothing.
No, but did you see Home Depot, bro, with the reverse Uno on there?
It recovered for you?
Yes, sir. But I'm still swinging it, bro. It's still bullish on all time frames, like on the larger time frames. I'm not afraid to swing it. And I'm one more big catalyst and I'll be in the money. And I'm leaving one runner. Let me see. No, I got two runners. I had 10. I had sold out at like 82, and then another two more at $1, and then it dropped to 52 cents. And now it's back at 83 cents on that contract.
All right, here we go.
That's volatility.
I got life now.
Damn, dude. I still cannot believe CleanSpark, dude. This is amazing.
Finally. Hey, so I hope a lot of you guys took advantage of that Black Friday deal that TradingView had for the upgrade.
I didn't. I feel bad. I was like, I already paid for it out to like 2024 or something.
You had the 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to wait for next year's Black Friday.
But they did have the TradingView is worth it. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, that's the main way that I've been crushing it with Forex. Like
It's a main way for everything, guys. Don't trust your phones. Like, spend the extra for yourself. We promise you guys, like,
Yeah. The best investment you can make is in yourself.
yeah.
So all right, here Snowflake is loaded. I'm on the 1-day time frame. And I mean, I was concerned when I looked at it on my iPad of what I saw in the RSI, the truth, and the secret sauce, because they all look like sell signals are coming in. However, that could all change with earnings, right? So what happens today is going to be like really, really critical for all of tech, to be honest with you. Snowflake, Salesforce, then you got Marvell this week. You got Kroger this week. You got who else is reporting? Oh, CleanSpark tomorrow.
It's gonna be money, bro.
It's going to be a huge week. But what's helping is that the dollar is coming down. You don't hear a lot of people talking about this. The dollar's falling a little bit because of the data that's been coming out. See, it's at 102 right now. So as the dollar falls, bond yields start to fall. They had a bond auction on the 5-year bond on yesterday. And I think they had another one happening today, and the final one is tomorrow. And so those bonds have been selling for cheap. And as a result, these are coming down. Inflation's quote unquote coming down, but we still have the Fed that may decide to raise rates or do something in December, but it's not looking likely right now. So all those things could affect the entire stock market because it is overbought. And we need to see what happens today with Snowflake and Salesforce is today too, right, Rob? I think he left.
I know.
So look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set alerts at 171.50 on Snowflake because we see that it's consolidated between resistance and support. We got support at 170.81. There's a possibility it can fall through support. Once these alerts trigger, if I'm not picking up my kids at the school by then, I'll screenshot it and send it to you guys. But that'll just kind of give us some insight on how to position or react to these calls or puts that we got in. So I do still want to grab a put. We see there's a lot of support at 169, but also below 168, it'll get pretty bearish. So I'm just going to add another alert there as well. I use these indicators taught in the Flawless Trading System to identify the levels that I'm looking at. So if I'm looking for entry points, if I'm trying to map out what it is that I'm trying to do. Also, I have my EMAs here. This is one, I haven't shared this one with anybody. The person, the CNC member that he actually taught me about it in a one-on-one call, asked that I hold off for a while. So I'll talk to James about that. And then I'll probably drop it in the Flawless Trading System and the Everything bundle once he's cool with it. But I look, these white crosses you see here are VWAP, the volume weighted average price. All right. And then the EMAs, the blue is my 10, the yellow is my 20, the pink is my 50, and the red here is my 200. So I kept pretty much most of it consistent with what you guys have historically seen in the Flawless Trading System. So anyways, the point I'm trying to get is if we fall below the 200-day EMA at 170, it's going to get kind of ugly on Snowflake. So a lot of times when I do play earnings, I like to play both sides. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's see.
Did your order fill for the 195?
Yep, I'm in. I'm in and I'm down 3% right now. And that's okay. Man, I'm getting text messages, phone calls.
Your birthday, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm working though, bro. The hustle don't stop. I know
Yeah.
y'all. It's crazy because like if you love what you do, work don't really feel like work. It's fun. I'm doing what I love right now. All right, so let me go ahead and buy this put option on Snowflake as well. Again, I want to play both sides simply because you just never really know So like I said, if it falls below 160, 168, it's going to drop. So let me zoom out real quick. See where 168 is. That's going to put us right at the 10-day EMA. All right, our 200-day EMA is at 160. Bottom support is at 144.20 on the 1-day time frame. So I'm going to be looking at those 144. I'm going to go out of the money. And I'm actually going to set a stop loss on this one. Maybe not. I like being my own stop loss. I'm gonna buy 130 puts. They're cheap and the theta is really low. I'm looking at January 19, 2024 puts on Snowflake. That way I'm not using a lot of capital and I'm gonna make money on both sides. So minimize risk. And that's just what I like to do sometimes when I'm playing earnings. So I need to look at one more thing with y'all too, man. What about SPY? What y'all like on there?
Let me see. Bro, pull up the decks, bro. Pull up the secret weapon.
Let's see. Every time I try to open it when I'm on Zoom, it lags.
Hey, that's a good question. JS asked about the super highly RSI. So it's this thing just keeps ripping. So that doesn't concern me because it hasn't had like a major pullback. So daily RSI, yeah, it's something to be concerned about, but it doesn't. If the thing is creating higher highs, it's not, because it's already has a change of character, a break of structure with the stock. So that really doesn't concern me for things that are going up again, you know. So that they've been there, but it's just going up and up and up and up. And you'll see that also with Bitcoin. But that's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. Appreciate you, man. Let me go down to the bottom of the chat. I can't play with SPY. It burns me every time. So Tasha, like today, when I trade, I'll give you guys the game on SPY. Let me first do this and I'll show you what to do.
No, I'm just kidding.
So show everybody what to do. Because like you can do like a 1 day to expiration for a day trade, which is always safe if the trend is moving in that direction. Or like give yourself 5 days if you're trading SPY, if you're going to swing it, minimum 5 days. All right, so here we are. We're looking at SPY, overall bullish. Our algo here is also bullish. These at the bottom, you see time frames. On the left-hand side, you see the strike price, right? So we got all the way up to like 456. Right now, we got a lot of activity around, what is this? Zoomed in too much. What is this? 454 and some change. So you got a lot of more bearish activity on SPY. They're buying a lot of puts compared to calls, but overall they're bullish. So almost a 50% ratio, 49% of them being puts. So the other 51 are calls. Then what I like to do is I go down and I see the flow of the top calls and top puts, right? So they're buying mostly in the money calls, which are safe. They have a higher delta, but just looking at the expiration date, the theta is also relatively low. So they're dropping the bag on these calls. And they're also buying puts at the 460 strike and 456 strike, which also I can see that as well, because again, we got all these earnings coming up. Now, I do have access to another.
Hey, CleanSpark, just by the way, $6.39, bro.
Didn't we get to like 689?
640.
Yeah, I got 638.
Oh, I'm 640. Yes, sir.
We're up 80% again on those CleanSpark calls. All right. So now let's go look at this SPY strategy that I like to use. All right. So before I even trade SPY or when I trade it, I'll throw the S&P index right next to it. I just changed the whole thing. So it looks like I'm putting SPX on the left. Also, like if I'm going to day trade it, I know most of you guys probably have the free version of TradingView. So I'm going to go as low as I can on it. In this case, I'm looking at the 1 minute. And because I'm using the strat, I literally only want to see the chart. All right. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Because what happens is you see SPX is at 455. SPY is currently at 454. This is the 1 day. Let's go into the 10 minute.
Awesome.
All right, so I'm zooming in. So I see my support is at 453. My resistance is at 455. SPX on the shorter time frame, just 1 minute, is actually trending down. So then what I do is I zoom out. So we only have, roughly 40 minutes left on the market. And I see that everything is below my 10-day EMA. Also on my 10-minute time frame, on the other side, I'm seeing a very similar setup. And I'm based on the strat, it has a downtrend. So if I were to trade SPY for a day trade right now, I would be looking at possibly getting a put or a short. All right. Or if I was doing Forex, I just buy, I do a sell on the S&P 500 is what it is on Forex. So I'd be buying a put on this. Now, if I zoom out, if I want to swing and buy something for five days for a call, all right, I'm gonna start with the 4-hour time frame on that. All right, I want to see where it is here. So I got my SPX on one side. All right, and then I'm gonna go here on the SPY. Same thing, 4-hour time frame. All right, I'm looking at the resistance, 456.56. I'm also looking here at the resistance on SPX, which is at 457. So if I were to buy a call option right now for a potential swing, I'd be looking somewhere between the 456 and 457 call options at minimum 5 days out. All right. So then a way I can go and check, Snowflake just crossed 170.81. Sorry, getting alerts. I need to check Tesla. Anybody in here in Tesla? Rob, you not playing Tesla?
No, I've just been buying shares. I should have played Tesla today. It rode up really nice today.
That PE ratio is awesome, bro.
I know.
So,
I know. Oh, Nvidia's PE ratio is insane. I think it's like 200 and something.
oh my God.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I haven't looked at it today. I haven't been trading in
60. It might be 60. I think it dropped down to 60. I'm gonna say, hold on, let me Google that.
So why I put Tesla? I'm supposed to be looking at SPY. Hold on. It's on my mind, y'all. So the PE ratio for SPY is actually in a buying position too. So let me talk to you guys about PE ratios. If it's below 16, I either stay away from it or I buy a put. If it's above 16, I could think about a call or maybe a short-term put depending on the trend. So I'm going to go look at the options chain now. Like I said, at minimum, I like to give myself 5 days. So we'll be looking at December the 5th, next Tuesday. Isn't that right? Yeah. The 5th. Okay. And I said, but 456 to 457, 458 calls would be good as well. And look, if I'm going that close within the 5-day period, I'm only going to likely hold this call option overnight. All right. So that's if I was playing calls. Now we were saying that it looked bearish, right? So for puts, let's go back and look at the chart one more time. We got support at 453.25, right at the 10-day EMA. Actually, this is 8 to 10-day EMA here. So that's why it's like a cloud almost. So 453.22, and then here we got support at 451. Let's go back to the put options. So I'd actually be looking anywhere between anywhere in the money all the way to maybe 451, but I'd be more comfortable at 452, 453 for spot puts. So that's my approach and what I like to use. But again, you want to trade the trend. It looks like everything on it is coming down, right? Let me go back to a full screen for you. All right, so here, this is what you call Ultimate RSI by Lux Algo. That's the name of the indicator. When we talk about RSI, normally it's oversold at 70. Overbought at 70 and oversold at 30, right? This one has overbought at 80 and overbought at 20. Oversold at 20. God, I can't think. So at any rate, we see it's overbought and it's got to come down. So it's perfectly fine to be bearish on SPX, but with the volatility from earnings and it being in tech, that could change everything. And we also saw that Tesla has been running. All right. So right now, just going back to the original signal that we put out for Snowflake's earnings, my puts are actually doing better than my calls right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So,
hey, so I got some breaking news on Tesla. So Tesla China reported an excellent 16,700 insurance registrations for the week of November 20th through the 27th. That's the highest weekly insured registrations this quarter, and followed a strong from the previous week. That puts Tesla China fourth quarter in regs just below Tesla's third quarter, with 5 weeks left in fourth quarter. So that means, yeah, they're already in China. It's doing well, man. So it's just how the FUD, dude, is killing, Tesla.
So you want to hear about my YOLO play on Tesla?
Oh man, don't tell me you're shorting Tesla, bro.
I'm not. Believe it or not.
I was gonna say we can't be friends, bro. We can't be friends.
I'm not shorting Tesla
bait like that, bro.
So I bought 260 calls expiring this Friday.
Oh, wow. You're extremely
50 cents each.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. They're at 80 cents right now.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
What you're looking at, everybody, is the 4-hour time frame for the RSI on Tesla. So I want to point this out to you. All right. And I gave you guys a free indicator right now. All right. So this is going to be on my YouTube channel too. So right now, we see that buy signal happened when the RSI, which is this white line, crossed over the signal line to the upside, just like a normal golden cross you would see on the MACD, but this is relative strength index. So that tells me that Tesla got a buy signal, and it actually came in early this morning pre-market. If you go back Strategy Sunday, I said to you guys, Tesla will likely dip on Monday, start having momentum to the upside by the closing bell, and then we'll be bullish on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right. I don't know if we're going to make it to Thursday. I hope we do, because I can see Tesla at 250 before the end of the week or higher. All right. So that's one thing. Next thing I want to point out, if I can get this marker off, is on the truth, right? 4-hour time frame. I like to look at the 4-hour time frame for swing trades, period. That's where I start. Okay. The red on the RSI, that's overbought. That's how I have it set. At any rate, so Tesla on the truth gave us a buy signal yesterday around lunchtime. Okay. So that's when I was talking about, I actually signaled TSLL, which is like, it's almost like buying a call option on Tesla, because you're bullish on Tesla. So it's for long, it's to the upside. So that would have been the best time to get in, and you should be up if you got in Tesla yesterday, or maybe a little before that, closer to the 250 strike. All right. So we still got a lot of upside potential here. 4-hour time frame. Going and looking at the secret sauce. Okay. Once again, buy signal yesterday, this morning, actually. The truth always signals before the secret sauce. So we got this buy signal on the secret sauce, and it's going to likely keep moving to the upside. Now, here's something that I really love. And I combine the flawless trading system with the strat. So I've got support at 238 on this 4-hour time frame, which we've taken off above that. And then right now, you don't see any resistance. I've got my levels set as alerts. So my next target's 249, then I got 250, then 253, then 257.50. I like my invisible lines. And then I'll go in from the 4-hour. I may take a glimpse at the 8-hour because that's a third of a whole day.
Bro, you have invisible lines, bro. We can't be friends, dude. I love it when that candle pushes through.
Man, I mean, but the lines are there. I mean, I see the grid in the back. All right. So ultimately, I think that we won't hit any resistance till 257. All right. 257.
What?
Yeah, 257.
I say 250, bro, and we have a little pullback. It's been moving too good, too fast.
Think so?
Yeah.
Look.
Psychologically, I do.
Look at
Look
that.
at that. Look at that signal right there.
That's
Oh
what I'm
man,
saying.
that is a beautiful buying signal.
It's
right
got so much room right now. So much room to the upside.
Okay, but go into a lower time frame. Go into your 15-minute time frame and let me see.
It looks ugly on the 15.
Thank you. Yeah, let's be more realistic.
But see, I'm not day trading it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
I'm coming from the mindset of a swing trader, right? So I'm going 4-hour, 8-hour, and then ultimately I'm gonna hit the bricks right here on the 1-day time frame and stop, right? There's a wall right here. This is where I'm gonna stop.
Look
And
at
it's
that
still,
continuity, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Woo!
It still leads.
Buying more. I need to be buying shares right now, man. Dang, dude, give me Tesla
257.
back at like 200, bro.
Mhm.
For real,
257, bro.
man.
That's my end of the day.
Target
price
at
target,
200
257.
bucks, bro.
And if it does well after this release of this the Cybertruck, it's going to 260, 265. It may even shoot up to 280, bro. It did it once already this year before they had earnings in the second quarter.
All right, so this is my YOLO, and not financial advice here,
Right.
but I say Tesla will be at 350 by June of next year.
I can see that.
And probably even sooner, because if we get this, I mean, if we get price cuts, bro, if they start like printing more money, bro, it's the internet. I mean, the stock market's gonna run, bro.
But we see, before the split happened, it was really up. But in November of 21, it was at 413. Bitcoin was up in November of 21.
Bro, I got to show you my average price of Tesla. I bought it before it split. My average price is 113.
Say what?
$113 on Tesla.
That is insane, dude.
Yeah, I bought it before the split.
What's his name?
That's why I love buying shares, and I'm so bullish on Tesla, guys. I'm sorry, like Tesla's is a disruptor. It's ruining spaces. It's getting into all kinds, like Amazon. It's like, it's Amazon is disrupting all kinds. Dude, we tell them about the play we have on Amazon and for the cars.
Oh, well, I bought the puts, and then I had that.
I know.
Yeah, the puts on CarMax.
Yeah, and Carvana.
Yeah,
and Carvana.
They're high. Well, they're on discount right now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're down.
Carvana's been running.
No, they're discounted. Their CarMax put the $30 put expiring January 16, 2026 is at 178 right now. They're on sale because we know that Amazon going into that market. I'm glad that you mentioned it. Amazon going into the automotive market they're gonna disrupt how people purchase vehicles, and we know Carvana and CarMax have been dominating and leading that. Okay, yeah, appreciate that, Alex. So yeah, they're gonna disrupt that entire market, which is gonna cause the value of CarMax and Carvana to go down. And they're smart because they don't have to do so much SEC filings if they go with one automaker, right? So they're going to go with Hyundai right? And if things go good with Hyundai, guess what's gonna happen? Another one gonna come along, and then another one, and then another one, and they're gonna disrupt that whole market, and the market share is gonna decrease on Carvana and CarMax. I mean, and you could go and tell right now. Let me see if I can pull it up on the flow. I'm pretty sure Wells are buying long-term positions to the downside on both of those.
Man, dude, I wish we had kept all of our Snapchat contracts. That we
Yeah,
bought.
I'm still tripping on that, man. You
Bro, you're
700%.
that call, guys, is up 718%.
It's still going, man.
It's still running, bro. I don't even want to let go of it. Like, this is like, I mean, this is like a framer for me, you know. I mean, I had a Neo call, one of my best ones, it went up 1,500% or something like that.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it was a runner. It was like this. But dude, look at this. This is 718%. We paid 11 cents for these contracts, and they're at 90 cents. It's wild.
That's wild. Yeah, I should have held on to it. I practice risk management, bro. Hey, but look, I'm cool.
Oh, dude, nobody. Dude, Coinbase, bro, with your
Coinbase is that we're nowhere even near done on Coinbase. I'm telling you, it's gonna be at $190.
Oh man, dude, I'm up 75% on my Riot calls till December 29th.
That's crazy. I took my gains on Riot, man. You know, I get kind of shaky with Riot.
Dude, you gotta diamond hands, bro. Clean spark. I mean,
I know, dude.
Guys, all right, not financial advice. Please do not sell your Clean Spark and your Riot and all that stuff unless you need to really pay the bill. Like, pay some other things, guys, but don't do that. Like, don't do this one. Like, don't get rid of your Tesla, don't get rid of your miners, don't get rid of your Bitcoin, your Ethereum. Get rid of your other trash.
Look at that financial advice.
Sorry, not financial advice, with the crying Jordan on my face.
So look, I think that I think you should, again, not financial advice either. You shouldn't get rid of all of it. But I think in all things, always practice risk management.
Tell them what happened with Solana with you when you scalped Solana.
Oh, I was so
Tell them. Hey, Mark is human too. Mark, yeah. Believe it or not, you know, is human.
So I first got in Solana when it was like $12, $13. I had like 14 of them, right? And then I was like, man, Solana's trash, it's going down. Rob's like, man, dude, it's gonna take off. It's gonna take off. So I think it was like 2 months later, it shot up to like $34. I was like, crap. So I bought a couple of them, and then it shot up to 55, then 62, then did it touch 68?
Yeah.
And then the news came out that they were going to they had a lawsuit or something filed against them from the SEC, accusing them of being a security. So I said, crap, I'm just going to practice risk management. And look, as I'm talking, I just got an alert on Solana at $58.47. As that happened or whatever, I took my gains, put it in USDC, let it sit there. It goes to $54, jumps back up in a matter of 3-4 days, back to $58, which is where it's at right now. I mean, I bought a couple more of them, but it's nowhere near the amount that I had. So, but it's cool. I still walked away with gains because I think what my average cost was it $28?
Wow. Hey,
something
just
like
an update on Meta, man. We're up 18% on that call that I just signaled in the group.
Take a look at it. You posted it in the group?
Yep.
I'm not even looking at Discord right now. So
no, me neither. But I posted it earlier.
Look
at that candle. Yep.
That's the monthly right here.
Oof.
Look, you see what's
how bullish? I mean, look at that. That is beautiful, man.
You see what's in the corner right there?
Yep.
Solana. You
should put a crying Jordan every time the Solana comes out, bro.
I wish I could put that on the chart, man. Like super cool. That would be cool. All right, let's zoom.
Sorry. Hey, we're just having fun, man. Sorry, I mean, we're just making it. Hey, it's his birthday. Let's have some fun.
Oh yeah, and you know I'm not gonna be on here too long because I still got to post my my live, man.
Oh, dude, go post your live, bro. I got the barbecue pit on, dude. I was gonna throw on some chicken right now before the kids got home.
Man, I wish I can go to the airport and catch a quick plane down there.
Word, bro.
I think we're gonna have Mexican.
See how you cook. I see how you cook.
We're gonna have some Mexican today, bro.
Yep.
So here's Meta right now on the 1 hour. I'm gonna zoom in. Let's go to the 10-minute time frame. Dude, this thing is ripping.
Thank you.
It's ripping. The Bears trying to pull it down, but the Bulls are in control.
Look at that. There's no level of support till 339 something.
Right. We broke that 200 EMA. You're probably gonna see 339.
That's what my price target was.
339.08.
Yep.
But then this always gets me right here, bro. Anytime I see that happening, I'm like, I know it's gonna start pulling back.
It's ripping though, bro. Go look at it whenever it starts ripping. Like they'll stay up on those charts for a while.
Yeah. Dude, so real quick before I close this thing out, I wanna talk about Forex and then I gotta get out of here. So I ended up joining. Why am I going there? Sway Markets.
How, Sway? How?
Dude, this is one of the only regulated Forex trades, right? So complete transparency. I said, okay, I'm new to this thing, so I'm coming in like a new trader, right? I put $100 in there. I think I got the wrong thing open. Let's see.
Dollars and hours are not compatible.
So I put $100 in there. I got some more money I think I need to transfer, but let me show y'all this real quick. I thought it was gonna be like hard to trade. Let's see. That's what I love about Apple, man. That's why I can't get away from this computer. So like I usually put my chart up on a different screen, but I was able to go in here. I created my own watch list, and like there are a couple things that trade like with the market, like the S&P index. I could trade that right here. Like I said, if I wanted to be bearish, like I'll go to sell, and then like I started with $100. You see where I'm at. This is in the past 24 hours, and I'm going super light on everything right now. So I'm going to do a sale of SPY, and I'm going to use 2 pips, which is not a lot of money. It's on like $4.57. The biggest gain I had on one trade was like $16 because I didn't put a lot of capital into this. But I'm going to go ahead and send my order. This is almost like buying a put on the S&P index. You know, earlier we were looking at it, and like lately I've been trading on like the 15-second. So my profit P&L would be here, and I literally just wait it out. Now, if I wanted to, I can like put the chart on here, but I don't like using I don't want that here. There we go. I don't like using anybody's charts but my own. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my own setup. And I think I was told that I could integrate all that other stuff on here. But the cool thing about Sway is that they're constantly evolving. You know what I'm saying? And they take feedback from the customers. They're regulated. So like if MT4, that MetaTrader stuff isn't regulated, you can lose your money in there. And because they're regulated, if you do a withdrawal, you do get your money in a decent amount of time. Like I did one on what's called Hugo's Way, which is another way to trade Forex. And I never traded on the thing. I put money in it and it didn't work on MacBooks or anything. And they're not regulated. Requested my money. It's been 2 days. They still ain't gave it to me. So I will never use Hugo's Way. And if you ever decide to trade Forex, don't. So at any rate, I will go here and I'll look at whatever ticker. And I do have a couple indicators already set on the chart, but I don't like these charts. So I bought that sell on the 1 minute time frame. It's bouncing back to the upside. Then I go to my chart once again, like I showed you guys earlier. And I'm going to look at SPX, for example, because that's what I bought. I told you guys where my support level was earlier. Open this up. Not too much running at one time. So everything that I'm seeing on SPX is really a bounce. So it's probably going to go up a little bit. But all in all, I can hold this for a while because, again, those earnings are going to play a huge role in the indices performance. Everything is telling me to sell, right? Everything's telling me to sell right now, SPX. So I know it's going down. And then in a matter of a few minutes, my trading account will probably have a little bit of profit. Right now it's down, and I just wait it out and watch the chart. But I'll tell you that this is very easy to use. And if I wanted to get out of this order, I can hit this X here to close it. I could even double click it. I can set my stop loss or my take profit price, and I'm out of there. It just does it for me. And the other thing that's cool about this platform is they have it to where you can have someone do the auto trading. Now they may get 30% and you get 70, but I want the whole pie. So I do all my own stuff on here, man. But I'm starting small. I'm being transparent with it. You see, I started with $100. I'm gonna keep y'all abreast in the Forex channel, in the CNC. Let y'all see how the progress coming. The goal is 20K by the end of January. You're gonna watch me do it. So with $100. So that's all I got, y'all. I do appreciate y'all as always. If y'all want to check that out, I'll have some classes and stuff coming up for free, likely on Forex, just so y'all can tap in. But just stay tuned, man, because I want to start doing more stuff like this. I don't get to do this too often. Wait, we doing a 20K challenge? Why not? Why not, Norjay? Let's make it happen. 20K by the end of January. All right, let's go for it. You can start with whatever you want to start with. I'm doing it off $100. I turned $200 to 20K in a matter of a few months before, so I'm gonna do it again. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Rob, much love to you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for bringing the joy and excitement today. Man, I'm gonna post this on my YouTube channel, so go look at yourself.
Oh man. Oh, I'm supposed to be at work, bro.
Look, he's playing hooky. Anyway,
All right, man. Peace.
hey, y'all, God bless you, man. I'll see you later.
All right, man.
All right, peace.